Rise and shine, it's a new day in Australia.
I've spent a full month here in Sydney, Australia, and I can't wait to show you exactly what 5,000 gets you, the ins and outs. One thing's for sure, everyone told me not to come, that it was too far, the time zone difference was way too off. Isn't Australia expensive? Like the spiders, business will slow down. Like how can you possibly focus and work while you travel? Because I do always work while I travel. But one thing about me, if they say no, I'm gonna make it my whole entire mission to prove that it is possible. Infrared yoga, the one I wanted, the Pilates, is full. Let's see what we have on the other one. I've actually been traveling full time for the past 3 years. I've gone to over 22 different cities because I move to a different city every month. And one thing that I've noticed that a lot of people talk about is the cost, when in reality, we should start looking more into the value. And when it comes to value, Australia is, compared to a lot of the other places, in specific Sydney, Australia, because it's where I've been based, is beating a lot of different cities. I'm even going to compare it to Dubai and Lisbon later on. There's a body sculpt at 12. One spot just opened, but I'd have to leave in like 10 minutes. I usually journal and meditate before.
We bought this, but we have to make one shake per person at a time. Also, we need to charge it like every 10 minutes whenever we use it. So we basically make one shake, then charge it, wait a few minutes, and then do the other one.
Thank you so much for this beautiful.
The majority of my days are obviously right here, which also contributes to the majority of that 5,000 spent. So let me just give you a quick tour. So come on in. First of all, finding a place in Australia that was like 1 month, but also not 6 months, which is like the time that they have here for lease options, was tricky. But I'm very, very happy with this place. I mean, we ended up extending to 3 months, so obviously it was comfy. We have the bed here, closet space over here, bathroom. This is a studio. It is a small and tight space, but Sydney is kind of like New York style. Most of the places that I've seen are smaller unless you go out towards the beach area. I'm gonna show you a little more about why this location is so good. This is like a little Barbie sink. It's so small, but like anything, we are humans and we adapt. So then you walk this way, we have dining table over here, kitchen over here, the fridge, freezer, and then a little nook where I do my meditation, and the most important spot where I probably spend the majority of my time, the desk. Gabe does work downstairs because this is technically considered a co-living, but it's not like the co-livings I've stayed in the past. And here you do still have to sign a lease and you are required a minimum stay, which usually, depending on the location, can be 2, 3, even 6 months. But the best part is this insane view. I had no idea that we would get this view. I knew that we were going to pick like the highest one, and in this building there are smaller studios, so I knew that it was going to be like a corner one, but I didn't know we were going to get this insane view of the CBD here in Sydney. And what I'm saying is that the location is so good. We have Central down that way, like 2 minutes away. And just like that, you're at Central Station, which is the easiest point to get anywhere in Sydney. And the gym where I spend the second most amount of time is right down the block. When I tell you this is the coolest gym I've tried in the world, and I've tried a lot traveling around the world. Plus, for the price, like everything that you get, there's like 1,300 classes a week. Honestly, it's part of the reason why I ended up extending. Like at first I was just gonna be here 1 month. Then I extended to 2 months, and then I extended to a 3rd month. Welcome to One Playground. There's a very strict no phone policy. I'm gonna do body sculpt, which is one of my favorite classes.
class was canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the same one we had. Yeah, that's why we ended up doing a YouTube video.
Yes.
It was good.
If you guys want, I can send the link.
Prices here in Australia are by the week, so rent's by the week, the gym is by the week. The gym per week is about $29 if I'm not mistaken, and you get access to like 5 different locations across Sydney, tons of classes, like I mentioned, 1,300. For some reason, the teacher didn't show up to class. It has never ever happened to me before, but I ended up doing a workout with this other girl that I met from Vietnam, and we just followed along a YouTube video. It was so cute. Peak girlhood. And we were literally just talking about how Australia is such a melting pot, and I think that is my favorite thing about being here. I can have Japanese, Thai food, Indian food, Colombian food, like anything you can imagine is from the house, probably within 5 minutes. It's insane, and the quality is so good. I've been to many places. I've been all over the world. I've been to many cities in Europe, many cities in South America. I've lived in many cities in North America. My base is Miami. I've done a couple of places in Africa. I've done a couple of places in Asia, and truthfully, I think the value for what you're getting here in Sydney, Australia is so worth it. The public transportation is so good. The people here are so nice. Everything feels like it runs very smoothly. I feel very safe, which is not the case for women in many places. And there's always things to do. Like, I'm not in a little beach town, which I usually love. Here at first I was like, oh my God, I'm in a city. Is this like those big hectic cities? And the cool thing about here is that you have beach and city and it doesn't feel hectic. And then that's when the big question comes up. How does it compare to other cities, especially cities that are very famous for remote workers like Dubai, Lisbon? In terms of cost, honestly, they're pretty much standard for 1 month. But the big difference comes in the actual lifestyle, the day-to-day, your routine. Both Lisbon and Australia are fully walkable. Dubai, you need a car. I made full cost breakdowns on my experience. Dubai, I'll leave over here, Lisbon over here, so you can watch that next. And I did also share the ins and outs of where I recommend staying, the best things to do, places to eat. And let me pull up the final numbers so I can give you everything down to the dollar, because truthfully, coming to Australia is so worth it and very doable. So as I mentioned, for the entire apartment, the total per month comes out to $2,324.24. The gym for the month, $109.88. The activities, $373.56. Dining, $962.33. Groceries, $643.35. Laundry, $53.81. Shopping, $167.22. Transportation, $361.13. And the visas, you do need to apply for a visa before coming, no matter how long or short you want to stay. That came out to $26.50, bringing the total for an entire month in Australia to $5,022.02. This is cost for a couple in US dollars. And the best thing in my opinion is that where you are shapes you. Environment matters. It matters so much, and people don't talk about it, and founders aren't using it to their advantage as they should. And look, there's nothing wrong with Bali, but this is my personal opinion. I spent a month in Bali just before coming here, but I think that if you are staying in Bali and that is your base, it will shrink your vision and it will not expand your growth. Why? Because everything is not playing small, but it's not expanding you of everything that's possible. When you go to different places, when you're in new places, your brain starts seeing how people are doing things differently. The brands that I have found here, they are killing it. Brands that I had never even heard about. They're dominating the Australian space. They're doing things so differently. They are so creative. Honestly, brands like Yochi, Fishbowl, Pepper Mayo, Kindo, like they are all over the place. And it just shows you that there are different ways of building, growing, getting traction. And it's also time to stop using like the same brands that we use for inspo, because there are big players all around the world and everybody does it differently. And I feel like when you move your physical location, things start moving. This month, my profit increased. I worked less hours because it also forced me, the time zone change to big. I think we're like at 16 hours of difference between Miami and Sydney or something like that crazy. It forced me to be stricter with my time, create tighter schedules, hire better people, like only A players, and that in turn has provided results. I'm always bouncing to a new city, so let me know what city I should visit next, and make sure to follow on Instagram so you are up to date with all the locations, and maybe we can meet up somewhere around the world.